the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to the Thursday podcast. We had an Australian influencer who, well, we heard he's a day in the life of a millionaire investor.
Yeah. Someone said wanker. And I, having heard what he said and the way he chooses his watch from a safe every morning, I tend to agree.
My favourite was he had to make call. He saw that he had missed calls from Dubai, London, and New York. Mm-hmm. And he'd only made $480,000 that day. Usually it's in the millions.
Yeah. So he had a bad day.
We decided to do our day in the life of. Chrissie Swan came up with this idea. She kicked us off. You'll hear Wippa and mine in there as well. It's in the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
One phone you would want to go through is Elon Musk's.
USA! How's he doing, the big guys? He had another kid recently. What's he got, 12, 13?
He loves the ladies. We know that. He's got 14 children with 4 different women. But there's some footage that has been revealed. Oh, it's a documentary from 2009, Wip, and it's been circulating quite a bit, actually, about how quickly he falls in love with these women. And I want to focus particularly on Tallulah Riley. Tallulah is a British actress that he met, I think, in 2010.
Okay.
So this is... Oh, I did say that the documentary was 2009.
No, run it, mate.
It must have been before this. So he's got... So this is the life at home with Elon Musk is 5 kids from his first marriage to Justine Wilson, right?
Yeah.
There's 5 kids running around the house and there's cameras in the house following Elon's day. The kids are fighting with each other, and then all of a sudden Tallulah Riley rocks up and starts talking about their relationship, which blew my mind. So he's split up with his first wife. He's living at home with the 5 kids, and Tallulah's his new fiancée. Have a listen to this.
At 38, Elon's running SpaceX and Tesla. He's got 5 boys. He's going through a very public divorce. And he's got a new fiancée.
I don't know how he handles the stress. I mean, if I was him, I'd have died of a heart attack. You would not wish that kind of pain on your worst enemy. Elon proposed really quickly. The idea of being swept off your feet is appealing, and I'd probably have said yes to anyone that seemed half sensible if they proposed after 10 days, just because it's kind of an interesting thing to do.
Do that thing, Dad.
You know, obviously moved straight into the house with the children, and it became a very real thing immediately. My parents were traumatised by this whole experience. Although there's been so many times I'm like, right, I'm getting on a plane to England and I'm never going to see you again.
Really?
No. No, not really.
Oh, my
Proposed?
gosh, how awkward is that?
Proposed after 10 days?
And she moved into the house with the 5 kids.
Oh, my... Does she have any kids of her own?
No.
Or has she gone from no kid experience to 4 straight up?
Look, that's her with glasses on.
Oh, my God. He's married her for help around the house.
This is the thing. And then she said, my parents are devastated by this. And she says, I think about it all the time, about jumping on a plane and going back to Britain. And then he goes, really? And she goes, no.
I promise it hasn't entered my mind. I'm off to the airport.
It's like, what after 10 days?
Yeah.
And she says yes, obviously chasing the money.
Oh, my God.
And then she's realised, I've got to look after these 5 kids, and he's never around.
Elon, you there? He's halfway up a rocket. Forget about it. See you, mate.
Blew my mind.
Oh, my
Absolutely
God.
blew my mind.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Earlier in the week, we were talking about this Julian Petroulas guy, 32 years of age. He's an Australian influencer. He got stitched up in Bali. He reckons he bought a hectare plot of land in Canggu, and he's been ripped off. The locals
In
have taken
Bali?
over.
What?
No way.
No.
And then the authorities came in and said, Julian, you don't play in our backyard. You've got to give us some more coin. We also focused on him as an influencer because Julian gave us a day in the life of a millionaire. Have a listen to this.
Day in the life as a millionaire investor.
I just landed in Shanghai and am currently staying in the presidential suite of the Edition Hotel. I always start the day with some light stretching before heading over to grab a coffee, which I always have delivered at the same time each morning. Once I've had my caffeine buzz, I then head to the shower, get changed and put on some cologne. I want to wear a nice watch for today, so I head to the safe and enter my secret PIN code. Tough choice, but I think I'll go with the Patek Philippe. I then begin the day by hopping on calls with New York, London and Dubai before heading to my laptop to check my portfolio. I'm up 481,000 today, though I'm usually up or down $1 million, so today was a slow one.
Julian.
Shasha.
I'm always on calls to New York, London and Dubai. He's just got mates there. It's nothing to do with work.
He's organising a box party.
And also, that's not a flex. So am I. Usually trying to get, returns from Old Navy.
Yeah, so true.
Online
United
purchases.
Colours of Benetton.
Yeah, exactly.
Swanee, you gave us a challenge. You said, why don't we do our day in the life of?
Yeah, well, he's not the only one
No.
with an interesting and enviable existence, is he, guys?
Not at all.
He's not. Do you want me to go first, guys?
Well,
or who do you want to...
I certainly don't see you before the show fits in any way, so I'd love to know how your morning starts.
Wait.
A day in the life of Fitzy. A day in the life as a half cutter from Port Noarlunga. I wake at 4:30 and I jump straight into a cold shower. I curse myself for 30 seconds for ever taking the breakfast roll. This is so and I get up from my fetal position to dry and get dressed. I put on a pair of shorts and a band t-shirt because I can't be looking good. I grunt when I get into the studio. And I practice my response if any of the producers ever dare to speak to me.
Do not address Satan!
I grab a green tea and I scroll through Instagram crying that Taylor Swift didn't announce her Reputations album, Taylor's version, at the AMAs the other day. Then I proceed to deliver 3 hours of absolute waffle to Sydney. Wow. That's a day.
Rinse and
so
repeat.
much.
That's just day in the life of Fitzy.
Do you know what? I mean, there's going to be some similarity because the days start the same. But if you'd like to hear how my morning starts, have a listen.
Yes.
4:24, my alarm goes off. I laugh at the snooze button and do my only sit-up for the day. On the edge of the bed, I sit with the same 3 wishes: world peace, a dim sim flavoured diet pill, and a photo of Tom wearing nothing but a midriff t-shirt. I enter the bathroom and high-five the mirror, throwing out a wink and reminding the reflection that the day belongs to you. I look at the scales as if I've forgotten them, pretending to be frustrated they've run out of battery. They have for years. To me, the shower refreshes the body, refreshes the brain. Water should not be judged by the temperature of its tears, but anything beyond freezing would be an injustice to the underprivileged. Looking down, I note the shrivel of thoughts. How can I help people today? Why do I do so much for charity? Are they all tax deductible? Stepping from the shower, once again I face the mirror, reminding myself in the natural gift you are. How can one man have come so far? Does your left breast need a man bra? Just always wondering whether I could get some more support around the chest.
Well done.
Oh,
And Tom, if I could get that photo.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
know it's out there somewhere.
I apologise.
I mean, you are the ultimate influencer. That just sounds like the greatest day in the life.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
If you've ever wondered what a day in the life of me is like,
Oh, my God.
feast your ears. A day in the life of a mother of 2 teenage boys and a 12-year-old lady dictator.
Hey.
I always start the day by responding to texts sent from my daughter in her bedroom to me in the kitchen of the same damn house, asking for Sonny Angels she's found on Marketplace.
Pickup is only 78 kilometres away.
I make a coffee, which I will end up microwaving at least 4 times. The following exchange is always delivered at the same time each morning.
Mum, I have no shirts.
I hung them in your wardrobe yesterday.
I didn't look there.
Yeah, why would you? In the car, I'm told 481,000 stories of toilet vaping and stupid teachers.
Seriously, Mum, even I know more than her.
All 3 grab their bags and the beep of my car boot closing activates the miraculous inability to hear or see me anymore. Bye, guys. Love you. Guys, see you after school. Released at last, I drive home joyfully, slapping the steering wheel and loudly singing Free Falling, just like Tom Cruise in Jerry Maguire. 'Cause I'm free.
Shush.
I'm free falling. The agony of the morning is always forgotten the minute you're free.
Oh, and you hear that silence that you can feel the minute the doors are all shut and it's only you in the car.
Oh, load at last.
Wow.
How many takes did you get Leo to do that in? Was it quite a few?
It's so funny. He said, because I just held the phone up and I go, say this. And he goes, I'm going to do this in another room.
Awesome.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Brand returns. If you know your slogans, your
Thank you
brand
so much
colours.
for doing the apple dance. I just thought I was in the studio with Fitzy and Charlie XCX then for a minute.
Yeah, no, I sold it in beautifully. I do the apple and then the hands from side to side. It is.
Yeah.
It's kissable. Brand man, here we go, guys. You understand how this works. So I'll read the question. You give me the brand. Here we go. What was the original name of Facebook when it was created in 2003?
Oh, that's a good one. When it was Hot or Not, they did Hot or Not. didn't they?
Correct. That's how it started.
Dunno.
The old classic Hot or
Face,
Not.
it's something face.
Thomas Bryan.
Was it Face Smash?
Face Mash.
Face Mash.
Mash, yes. Face Mash.
Face Smash.
I'll give that to you, Tom.
What's Face Smash?
That's
Tom?
a different website.
I must
Jesus.
apologise for saying
Oh, my
that.
God.
Party must have got out of control that night.
The definition of face smash is we're going to probably hear it tomorrow when we give away that $10,000.
Yeah, that's a face smash.
Listener. They get so excited that they smash their phone, and in the middle of the hysteria, you hear beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's a face smash.
They can't control their hands or their body. Tim Cook is the CEO of which company?
Apple.
Ooh, Ryan James.
I didn't know that. Like, you didn't have to be so desperate.
Very
because I
aggressive.
had nothing.
Okay.
You still think of Steve Jobs, don't you? But,
Nope.
Yes.
Left us too soon.
Too
14
soon.
years ago.
Gone too soon. Just Gotta Go is the slogan for which...
Porto.
Ooh, Swanee. On the board. One each.
Great chips, by the way. Great.
What product was this commercial from?
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man.
Dove.
Now back to me.
Nah.
Dove? No, Old Spice.
No, Old Spice.
Ryan James.
Yes. Yes.
Here we go. Oh, Tommy's got an advantage here. I know that he wears them. Skims is famously owned by which celebrity?
Kim
Kim
Kardashian.
Chrissie Swan.
And you know what? They are so good.
Are they?
Yes.
Mine are a bit tight at the moment, to be honest with you.
You know they do make them for men. I would wear them
Yeah.
for sure.
I can hardly breathe.
I mean, my
And great
undies.
activewear too.
Are they? My undies have got that thick elastic band at the top, so you can just tuck your tummy in.
Yeah, well, my
You
agates
would
are
like
up
them
around
actually
my chest.
because they're good for chafe.
Are they? How'd you know about my chafe issue? Did I tell you that?
Just assume.
Oh, did you?
Well,
Okay.
Wippa was the face of chafe for a
No,
while
that was
there.
TAFE.
Oh, sorry.
TAFE. Yep. Technical and further education. Matt Druitt. Not chafe. Okay, Stella McCartney.
Five.
Stella McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
Thank
Adidas.
you. Yes, she's not only the famous fashion brand, but who's the daughter? Who's she a daughter of? Paul McCartney, Chrissie Swan.
That's really hard, mate.
Well, you
go
Paul
with
and
something
Linda.
else. What brand does she work with? Adidas.
Well, you didn't get it. Finish this brand slogan. Goodness me, it's...
Sarah Lee?
No, but you're right, it rhymes.
Goodness me.
Goodness me, it's... I'll give you a clue.
Chafe.
No, not chafe. No, we moved on.
How bad is chafe? It's like a big raw patch in between
It's
your
not
legs.
Anusol, is it?
No, not on your song. Goodness me,
I know
it's
it. I know
fruit.
it. Oh,
It's fruit.
rectinol.
No, it's not rectinal. No, Tom, it's not amyl.
It's not.
No.
Is it SPC? Is it SPC?
Yes, it is, Tom.
Phew.
Tom Ivy. Okay.
SPC, baked beans and spaghetti. I think that was written by Bryce Courtney, wasn't it? That jingle.
Bring that back. That was a great jingle.
It's up there with
Hungry
airplane
little
jelly.
human beings.
What colours are on the Nivea logo?
Blue and white.
Blue and
Bang,
white.
Swanee.
Game.
Strong from the
Oh,
swan.
the smell of Nivea just takes me back to my teen years when I was just desperate to give it all away and nobody wanted it.
Oh, hang on a minute. I can't have you share that halfway through, Brand Man. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm great.
Yeah, okay.
Move on.
Move on, I'm caring. Which brand was this famous jingle for?
Meadow Lee.
Ryan James.
The lady.
Got an
You
in-house.
ought to be. Hey, I reckon that's the same guy that sang
Bryce Courtney.
SPC Baked Beans and Spaghetti.
And aeroplane jelly.
Which is all... Have you heard now that AI
Aeroplane
is
Jelly
taking
sung
over?
by a tiny girl.
So true.
Shush.
Well, they're
Sorry,
all
Fitz.
the ad companies now are starting to use AI. Voices,
No, you can't do that, mate.
singing.
There
Elton
was a
John will
radio
crack it again.
station that was using an AI voice for an entire radio shit.
No, there wasn't.
ARN, yeah.
How cheap is
Whipper,
that?
why can't I see you?
Huh?
Why can't I see you? Why in your place is a thing that looks like Dexter? Why? From
I
Perfect
don't know,
Match?
Swanee.
Why?
Let's move on to the next question. Oh, brand man.
Compatibility rating.
Okay.
AI is a lot funnier than Whipper.
Oh, how dare you. You can search the whole web but still end up with brand man. Here we go. This one's an in-house one. An on-air member of the Nova team
Joel Creasy
whose dad was
Dad
the original
appeared
solo man.
in the solo commercial. You
Yes,
gotta
he
work
did.
it hard to be a solo man. You gotta take the lead and make the others follow.
Yes,
And
he
also,
was.
the great irony is that Terry Creasy, the great Terry Creasy, Joel's dad, is the least macho person. Like, seriously, that little capsule of time
Yep.
that he was seen
The solo
running up a
man.
hill in a tiny pair of shorts
With a
is
singlet.
the most male he's ever been. He's like a bon vivant. He knows
Yeah.
about wine and lobster and...
Every
Yep, and
solo
doesn't
man
wear
back in
shorts
the
and
day,
singlets.
like women just salivated over solo
yeah,
man.
'cause-
I mean, the amount of action you would have got as solo man back in the day.
Yeah.
My God.
Well, you know, Jenny Creasy, Joel's mum, is a catch and a half.
Had to fight them off. Had to
And
fight
loves
them
a
off.
loves a lemon squash, ironically.
My God.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Love rats. It would be the number one topic on a current affair. Would have to be, wouldn't it?
Oh, insurance.
No,
it'd
Neighbours
be-
from Hell.
Yeah, Neighbours from
Yeah,
Hell.
yeah,
Insurance and how much sugar is in your cereal.
Welfare
And also,
cheats are up there.
Yeah.
Dole
Yeah,
cheats.
welfare cheats and
Dodgy mechanics.
The perennial door knockers
Oh,
that rip
yeah.
off old ladies for new roofs.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Very niche.
My favourite still of all time is the guy who said he was blind to get entitlements, and so they set up $50 out the front of his house. So he's walking down the road with his stick, and he stopped in front of the $50 and picked it up.
It's
That was
amazing
still
a
one of
stick
my
can
favourites.
feel a $50 note on the ground.
Oh, it's like
a money
taking
stick.
candy from a baby.
Isn't it?
This wasn't on a current affair. This was on actually Channel 7 News. But have a listen to how low this love rat is. Have a listen to this.
3 Melbourne women had the misfortune of matching with Chris Collins online. Within hours of a first date, he convinced them he was a professional sports gambler and persuaded them to open betting accounts, bragging he had a sure bet. He took one woman to a Richmond pub and, while she danced, sat in the corner moving $72,000 of her savings into a Bet365 account, losing $20,000 by the end of the night.
Now,
My God.
Now, to point this out, this is all on the first date. He has convinced a woman to set up a Bet365 account and said, I've got some sure bets. Then she's gone, I might go for a bit of a dance. Do you want to come for a dance? He's gone, no, you go. I'll watch you. I'm having a great time. While she's dancing, he goes through her phone and transfers $72,000.
My God.
He sounds so cunning. I bet you he requested from the DJ, "Oh, what a night!"
Yeah.
and knew that women of certain ages they find that irresistible. He knew he'd have 4 or 5 minutes on his own because she headed to the dance floor solo with her handbag.
That's all he needed.
I would have said B52's Love Shack.
No,
I reckon he
I would have gone with,
requested that.
Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive. Also, Manna from Heaven.
Got
Kryptonite.
15 minutes on the dance floor.
Doesn't stop there. That's not the only date he's done it on. Have a listen to this one.
When one victim became sleepy, he held her phone to her face to unlock it, gambling away $14,000.
That's creepy.
That's like he didn't give her anything, but as like, on a date, she's getting a little bit sleepy on the couch, and he's used her face as she's sleeping to open her own phone.
Yeah, but if there was a sure thing running in Hong Kong, then you don't want to miss it.
Well, actually, funny you should bring up Hong Kong Whip.
Collins struck again while a date went to the toilet and left her phone on the table. He lost $8,500 of her money on a South Korean basketball game.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, he is incorrigible.
He must be a great talker. Like, he must have some sort of smooth angle, or is he just hoping that he finds lonely women that are trying to be trusted?
What about...
Well, there's a plethora of them, is the thing.
What about, though, he's got into her phone and gone, what's the next bet I can get on?
Yeah.
And it's a South Korean basketball game, and he's gone, oh, yeah, that team looks good. Bang, $8,000.
That's not my money. I mean, he's really stolen from them, so he should be arrested for theft.
Well, this guy, have a listen to this. He's got to go back to jail. This bloke is the lowest of the low.
Chris Collins conned these women less than a year after being released from prison for scamming 6 other dates. He's been ordered to pay his victims back and warned he could be locked up again.
So he's already been to jail for 6 other dates, gets out, and he's done it to 3 other women. Send this bloke back to the clink.
It's
and
embarrassing.
leave him there.
Embarrassing when you're in jail too, and you've got to meet your new cellmate, and he's in there for murder, and you're in there for being a love rat.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you got the bottom bunk there, don't you?
I mean, but you
shame.
can if you can get him to open up a Bet365 account on his burner phone, you're in.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast. Chrissy's clickbait.
Yesterday on the Chrissie Swan Show, 2 to 4 on this very station and network, we talked about Deborra-Lee Furness and the use of the word betrayal, and that she had her divorce has come through. I thought they were already divorced. Well, whenever I hear that somebody gets separated, I just assume that it's all done and dusted. But no, it's been a 2-year process. Can you believe it's been 2 years?
Wow, I know. Swanee, can we focus on the word betrayal, as you mentioned? Fitzy and I were talking about it earlier, and, you know, to read it without thinking suggests that he was cheating on her with that word. That's where your mind defaults to.
Yeah.
But there's many forms of betrayal. I mean, you could say that, you know,
Give
not
us
committing...
one that's probably more popular, I would say, than the kind of betrayal that ends in divorce.
Well, no, but if he was, say, lying to her at any stage, or didn't share something, she might consider that betrayal.
I dare say to be lying about your relationship.
I mean, if you said to me that I will marry you and I will love you till the day we die, and you don't, you could call that betrayal.
Well, no, that's not. I don't think she's going back to her vows.
You just don't know. She's obviously wanted to use a word that comes with an uppercut.
What I said to Wippa before, Chrissy, is that when you're on stage, things can happen. I had an affair with the girl that I did Aladdin with for years. And
she was the genie.
What role did you play in Aladdin?
I was Aladdin. There was a moment on the magic carpet where I just went, you know what? I look into this girl's eyes every night, and I'm just falling in love with it.
Look, it's a hotbed. I mean, I'm surprised, really, that, you know, there's not more affairs, Dancing with the Stars style. So, because when you're throwing each other around in their sweaty bodies and sequins, anything can happen, including betrayal.
Did you ever get close Did you ever get close to anyone in the jungle, Swanee? Was there anyone in there, any males in there that you thought, oh, this could be?
Who was in there?
Listen, I know what you're referring to, and look, Merv Hughes is a married man, and
I could imagine that. I mean, it is hot over there in the jungle.
We're not ready to go public.
Those little stretcher beds are small, aren't they? Too, if you were trying to share a stretcher.
I didn't break that one like I did in the Big Brother house. Okay. All right, let's go. So Deborra-Lee's used the B word, betrayal, which is very powerful. But I've read the whole statement, obviously, and you know, she says some beautiful things about it too. About that, you know, 30 years is a long time to be in a relationship, and that, you know, there is always gifts, there is always learning, and, you know, I think that needs a bit of you know, airtime as well. But there's been an update. Hugh Jackman has taken to his socials, which I find a little bit cringe. It's like, really? Are we going to play this out on socials? Aren't you a classy grown man?
Why? What did he say?
I feel like this is a dig he has sent a little clip, posted a little clip of him singing Bye Bye Bye.
I didn't know that the song was Bye Bye Bye.
Yeah.
I saw him skipping this morning, but that is definitely a dig, isn't it?
Do you think
It is a bit.
Do you think he skipped over her love? You could look deeper into it.
Well, no, you don't have to because the song is called Bye
Yeah, but
Bye
hang on,
Bye.
You just focus on betrayal, mate.
I'd like a time check if we could date stamp it. I reckon that came out before the comment from Deborra-Lee.
I don't think so.
I do.
Tom, you've got it in
I
front
reckon
of you.
I
When
saw-
was
It was
posted?
20 hours ago. So it's pretty close to statement time. But so what, he did that in Deadpool? He did that
Bye Bye
song
Bye?
in Deadpool with
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, it's an unbelievable coincidence if he's put that up first and then she's released hers after.
Yeah, but, he might be doing Jump Rope for Heart as well, so raising money for much needed.
How good was Jump Rope for Heart? My gosh, I got into that.
Oh, I tell you what, I was lethal on the double dutch.
Were you really?
Yeah, I know.
This, the timing.
Yep.
Well, Tom was as well
I
with the
just took
double
it
Dutch
so
oven.
seriously.
Yes.
The double Dutch oven.
Yes. Two-handed.
Do your farts smell like corned beef, Whip?
No. I haven't really thought of that. Tom's do.
What? I must apologise. It's the last time I'll cook for any of you again.
I want to talk about Sarah Jessica Parker because she's my favourite. I love her so much.
Yeah.
I met her and she loved me, and I'm going to take that to the grave.
We gave her a pair of shoes. I'm famous for Milano Blonics on the show. Love the show, Swanee.
Sorry, Milano. Is that
how do you
like
say it?
Manolo? Is that
Manolo.
like Manolo, but cheaper?
Manolo Blonics.
She's not my favourite Parker.
Do you know
Ray Parker Jr. is.
Okay.
Who's sang
Who
the
you gonna
Ghostbusters?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Swanee.
Swanee, we gave her a pair of shoes and custom made by Fitzy and I, and we got a kangaroo scrotum bottle opener, chopped the bottle opener part off it, and just stuck the knackers on the end of the shoes.
And
they
when
were high
she say
heels.
that,
she
she's very,
loved
very
them.
polite.
Absolutely loved them, and she wore them in Series 3, I think. Episode 2.
Well, she wouldn't have, if that is true, she wouldn't have seen that because she has said she has never seen Sex and the City at all.
What?
Yeah. Listen.
I had the gift of seeing the first 6 episodes.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen
And
them.
I will not.
I haven't seen them.
You haven't?
Oh my God, no.
I mean, you don't like watching
No,
yourself?
I don't watch it. Never seen it.
They're brilliant.
Never seen Sex and the City, most of them.
Get out. Really?
That's why I
The
had to
reason
do it for her.
the reason she's mentioned the Sex and the City thing as the afterthought is because the third series of the sequel is out. But I want to ask you guys, you've all been on television.
Big time, yeah.
Fitzy, do you watch yourself
Oh, my AFL highlights every second day.
with your pants off?
I mean, it's a 38-second clip, but it's
It's worth it.
That's all it takes.
it's my ringtone.
I have watched myself before.
Oh, no, I wasn't asking you. I know you do.
No. But what surprises me is the way
What,
they
on
say
20 to
that
1?
the way they say that a camera puts on 10 kilos. It's more like 20. Quick heads up. I looked huge.
Did you watch yourself on The Apprentice?
Sometimes.
You're so cute. You took it so
Yeah.
seriously, bless.
No, I had to. I was raising money for a very important cause. Well, there was no
that's why
joke
you
about
did
it.
Yeah, that's why we all do it.
How do you? All right, get more clickbait at 2 o'clock. If you can be bothered tuning into Chrissy, she's back. Tune in or don't. I don't care.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
The famous Chase the Cheese Festival happened over the weekend. It's the cheese rolling, that very steep hill. And we talk about it. If anyone's been to it, if anyone's competed in it, I want to hear from you. 13 24 10. You will go into the running for 10K every Friday in May, but I want to talk to some.
Give us a précis of how it works. What is it again?
It is a very steep hill, and at the start of the hill, they have obviously the competitors. They roll the cheese down to the bottom of the hill, and it's the first one down to the bottom of the hill to grab the cheese. German YouTuber Tom Kopke has won it for the second year in a row. He said, I actually trained for this. It's I love this event so much, but it is so steep, Swanee, and we need to focus on one man.
Yeah.
Because there was a guy that was dressed up as Harry Potter, a wizard. And I don't know.
Do you know what? I'm so glad. And just to tell you what you actually win too, it's more cheese. You win a whole lot of cheese. That's the whole idea. So the fact that you're throwing yourself and your body down a steep hill with the chance of breaking your neck for cheese, I kind of understand it.
Well, he said to someone before the race was just about to start that he was trying to break the record for the fastest descent. Now, that doesn't mean that you're still going to get the cheese, because sometimes, and this happens quite a bit, broken bones and concussions are massive, Swanee. This guy has started running down the hill as fast as he could, and if we could show it again, it is unbelievable. He has done a full somersault in the air and landed on his head.
I saw that. It looks very painful.
It's
They
horrific.
understand that they can literally go to the supermarket and buy
the
some
cheese. And you also see, Fitz, that same guy, once he's done his somersault, you can see him grab his arm. So you know he's done some sort of chronic damage.
Well, how's this, Whip? He was seen at a pub an hour later having his first beer. He was fine. There were signs of concussion, but now he's feeling a lot cheddar.
Okay. Gee, we took a while to get there, but no, would have.
No.
Welcome to drum roll at any stage, Jess.
When the paramedics came, did they go, Bree?
Oh, that's good.
Bree.
I've got
Bree.
The doctor was asked if he was going to survive, and he said, Gruyere.
Paramedic said, I came and bear as soon as I could.
Yeah.
This
all
is tough
all gooder,
now.
all gooder now, all gooder now. How's your arm? Is it all gooder?
Yeah, that's good. Jeez, you're way behind on this,
Oh, you're
mate.
feeling fatter now?
Yes.
Welcome,
good
everybody.
Boy.
Welcome. I already did cheddar.
Yeah, no, I did feta.
Michelle in
Good boy.
Marrickville
What about this? How many fingers am I holding up on my palm, Mazen?
That's not bad.
Oh, that's good.
Michelle, did you have a bad pun or you've actually done this?
No, I'm too busy laughing at yours. So.
Oh, Michelle. Have you been involved?
There you go. There's one, Wippa. There's one.
I wasn't. I didn't participate. I was a spectator back in. I think it was either 2009 or 2010.
And
what did they throw themselves? It looks like very dangerous, and they're just hurling their bodies at the ground.
Yeah, that's right. So there's multiple races. It's a really steep hill. Even as a spectator, you're sliding down the hill, and they just chuck a wheel of cheese, and people go running. And almost after every race, an ambulance comes out.
Oh my God!
Like paramedics with stretchers and stuff, because people go head first. So,
right. Do you know how Bear went at all?
Bear?
Sorry, I just heard someone yelling out, "Come on, Bear! Come on, Bear!" Come on, Bear!
What a pity.
Come on, Bear.
Michelle, what do they do afterwards? What's the festivities afterwards?
there's just a lot of drinking. So it's drinking all day, and afterwards, the race goes majority of the day.
Yeah.
And then the winner people have been drinking prior to racing as well. So.
Do you know, I saw that guy that Fitzy was talking about that went to the pub. It was interesting because he did actually injure himself because his mate said, Ricotta, go.
That was
Ricotta,
from Tom.
go to the hospital.
Tom wrote that for you.
No, he
and
didn't. What
passed it
Tom
to you.
told me was Ash has got
We
one.
saw it.
Ash told me that Ash had one. Ash, what have you got? You got a cheese pun for the... You there, Ash?
The paramedic said to the bloke who knocked himself out, "Are you all gooder?"
I've already done that, Ash.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, got breaking news.
Only put your hand up if you've heard all the other puns,
I
Ash.
can confirm I did not put my hand up.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.